Welcome to Multinet Design. In the continuation of our Las Vegas building that we were working on, in this particular project, we want to conclude our landscaping aspects before we proceed to another thing. As you all know, we release video frequently on this channel. So if you are not comfortable the way we build everything from beginning, you can just look at our plan. This is the plan, how everything on stage. This is the first floor plan, and then we have every other thing that we have built, elevations like that. So the whole look, the whole aspect has been demonstrated. So what we just need to do here today is that we want to work on the sides, so which I'm going to create a foundation. So I have to put surface done in like 2 previous videos when I created this, but I want to landscape entirely, so that I'm going to have different investment towards my look. And what I'm going to do is just a model of landscaping. So I'm going to go to architecture and create. I'm using model in place, so that's what I want to create. So Google scratch down, then search for sites. So I've seen sites, so I call it site plan. So call this site plan. That's what I will call it. So I'm going to go here. After getting to this point, what will I need to do next is that I'm going to use extrusion to do my compound. So the compound is going to be somewhere stable at this point. The reason is that the land is slopey, so you don't go for beyond what you cannot control. So I'm going to go to 3D. From the 3D now, we start controlling it so that I'll be able to see, because now it's visible some parts, it's not visible some parts. That's to tell you the topography of the land. So you're going to go here and be a little bit stretching it. So if it's not inclusive to you, so you can like establishing them here until that covers the whole surface. So now I'm going to do this in one way. So in the other way, I'm going to change the method if I want to, but for now we'll not change it on this level. So I'm going to do 850, and let me see whether it will cover up. So it still remains some aspect that are needed to be covered. So let's use 900. So the 900 extrusion is not covering as well. Use 950. That is how you test around till you get what you want to get. So it's not that you do it once and everything click. It's just really by testing and testing and testing. So I'm going to increase it to 80. So the 80, what have I done? So I'm going to increase it to 80. So that is the 80 for me. I think 80 covers the whole place. You can imagine the slopey aspect of it. So the levels are not equal, and that is the beauty of what we are talking about at this level. So what we have done with this one now, we change the material configuration. So select the material. I'm going to change this one. So the pop-up of material, this is it. I'm going to click on aluminium, but duplicate material assets of it. Search on the graphics and use render appearance, because if you render, that's what you will see, and so you should use the appearance to cultivate the graphics. So I'm going down here. I will go to sites work. So from the site work, this is what I want to use, concrete walkway. So I click on this. This is one of my favorite that I normally use for my drawing. So I click on that and I set to see the way it looks on here. So that is it. This part is okay now for now. So the next part I'm going to work on is that I'm going to create another aspect, but this time around we don't follow what to do. I'm going to create a conditional experiment, so which I'm going to be taking each and every one of them on different levels. So I'm going to leave this one like this. So I will just copy this. I don't need to go further. So copy, go to ground floor. So when you go to ground floor, just say copy from here to another part. So select that and say finish. At foundation, you decide to work on the initiative aspect of it. So this time around, this one is a little bit higher. So you are going to reduce it. First, remove that 800 something, make it 870. So at 870, adjust it towards the end here, then bring it outside. So come to 3D to fill your personal design development. What have I done? My copy was in copy, so I have to do what return into the original concepts. Good. So this is the original concepts. Control Y to take a one step backward because of the material that I've already assigned. So Control Z, Control Y is to reverse a little one step back so that we concluded. So what I do here is that I will now copy, say, foundation. So what my mistake is that when I click copy, it wasn't put, I didn't put what is it called on it. So I put it on very, okay, maybe it's more that I put better because there's multiple copy here. I don't know why it's just that. So I'm going to put on this depth position place. So I'm adjusting here for the purpose of what. So I sit here, then reduce this one to 880, 860. So go to 3D and go and fill. See, the levels are not now equal. So what do? You still reduce it. Let me now reduce it to 700. I think this one should give a good gap. Yes. So 700 is another level. So I'm going to select this one and change the material again. This time around to something like aluminum of white. So let it be of this nature. Can you get what I'm doing now? So that is the nature of which this one follows. So the next thing is that you can now just like arrange the whole space the way it suits you. So the flowers part of this place is going to take place. This one can be like a playground for the children or do whatever you want to do at this point. So I'm going to create this site now that will look like a parking lot. So people are going to be parking at this center. So what I need to do is that I'm creating my fence towards here. So click finish, get the fencing idea. So select, go to foundation again, then you say click, then start selecting your oriented value towards that line. So you put it here to this position. So check the distance just for like 7 meters if I'm correct. So check that. So you've done this one. So click again. This is front. So as you've done with this one, so the next thing you do is that you create the part in which the car flows in. So when it drives in, it's stable. They drive out, they are stable. So, but before then, what you just need to indicate that aspect is that you are going to make a roadwork toward this, and then you start putting your parking lines on that place. So I'm going to foundation again, where I'm going to do the full work. Select and say model in place. Model in place again. So just choose anything to follow for you. So you can decide to name it or not name it. So select this extrusion is what I'm going to use to click and detail this things out. Good. So actually that aspect is too big. So select that and reduce this. So say 40 will be okay. So if you're 40, then you click change the material to normal, that white color. Good. Then the upper level that you are seeing is not showing. The reason is that it's too blue for that, so you can increase it. So what do? You just like going to 980. So see, it's there. So check it on 3D. So the little aspect of it is showing. So you see what you did. So here now you're also going to change to 1000. Let's see that 1000 will show now beautiful. So that is the part to which it flows. So you can now click on foundation, then 3000 is at least 3000 space. So that is okay for that level. So we are able to analyze and bring the reality of something like this to a contemporary use. So this is your work with of the ground. You create a little bit of ramp so that if they ramp into this, so you ramp into the full building, you can adjust this to suit your taste. If that's what you want to do, just click on this and say edit sketch, edit by sketch. So from there you can edit anything you want to edit, or click the open arrow and everything. So in the next tutorial, if we're going to continue to build something like what we want to do towards all this time that we are seeing around here. So thanks for watching. See you in the next class. God bless you.